Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. If you're new here, my name is Nishitha. I would love for you guys to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you like it. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I style my hair on a day-to-day basis. Few of you requested that I show you guys like how I curl my hair and how I style it. So in today's video, I thought I would share with you guys like all the steps that I follow from the start to the end, like right after I get out of the shower. This is how I treat my hair. And these are the tips and tricks that I use every day, like not every day, whenever I wash my hair, to speed up the process, to make sure that my hair is looking, as put together as possible in a really less time. As we all know that we don't have, that much time in the mornings, most of us like who has to go to work. So if you guys want to know all the tips and tricks that I use to speed up the process of styling your hair in the morning, then please keep watching. So I had already washed my hair 2 days back, but for the purpose of this video, I just ran some, I just put my head under the tap and ran the water so I can, make my hair look as natural as possible without any heat styling in it. And this is how my hair looks when it's wet. So before I proceed any further, let me give you guys a little bit background about my hair. So mine used to be curly when I was younger, and I had done a lot of chemical procedures on my hair. So now it has lost all of its natural texture. It is straight, it is wavy, it is curly, it is everything. I mean, my hair is all over the place. So this is how it looks when I get out of the shower right away. So the first step that I like to do is after I, slightly blot my hair with a towel, is I take a white toothed brush, like this one. I center part my hair. This is how I naturally wear it. Then I take the white toothed comb and just, brush out my hair as gently as I possibly can. So the reason I'm doing this is because this way I can manipulate the hair the way I want to when it's still wet. Once it's dry, you won't be able to, manipulate your hair as well as you could when it's still damp. So I like to tame it so that it wouldn't just, fly all over the place. So that's why I'm just, brushing my hair. One thing to remember at this point is always use a white toothed comb like this. Do not use a regular comb because that might damage your hair even more. So you can buy wet brushes, and I personally like to use this. So this step is really important if you want to tame your unruly hair. The next step I'm going to show you guys is not something that I do every single time I wash my hair. Let's say if I wash my hair in the night time, I just take the comb, brush it through and let it air dry overnight. But let's just say if I had taken the shower in the morning and I don't have enough time to let my let my hair air dry, I do the next step. So I take a hair dryer. This is from GHD. It's a travel size one that I got when it went on sale, but I absolutely love this hair dryer. Even though it looks like really small, it gets the job done. So I'm gonna explain first and then start the hairdryer because you won't be able to hear me once I start it. So I like to put it in the highest heat setting. This has 2 heat settings, so I like to put it in the highest one. And what I like to do is I hold the hairdryer here and then just blow dry it upside down like this, straight down. I do not do this. If I do this, I'm blow drying my hair from down to bottom, and it's gonna be all over the place again. So I am trying to tame my hair. So the best way to do is blow dry it upside down like this. So I just run my fingers through my hair as I blow dry it, and then just dry my hair until it's 90% dry. As you guys could see, even if I, start the hair dryer from the middle ends of my hair, I always like to hold the hair dryer upside down. So I'm always blow drying my hair straight down, not from down to top. It's always in this direction. So I'm going to do this to the other side, and I'm going to speed up through this process. This is the second step that I do. If I wash my hair in the mornings, I definitely use this procedure. If I don't, I just let my hair dry. At this point, my hair is looking just fine. But I personally love to add some volume and body to my hair. And for that, I'm going to use a curling wand. I'm going to take my 1-inch curling wand and I'm going to pick some random pieces. Like, it doesn't have to be in a proper fashion. Just pick some random pieces. And I'm going to twist the hair around the wand. But as you can see, I'm leaving some gap between each twist. So I get this, natural wave instead of a tight curl. So that's the look I go for on a day-to-day basis. And I also like to brush through the hair so the curls are not, extra defined. And the reason I am keeping the wand really close to my root is because it's going to add some extra volume. As you can see, the gap between each twist is really important. And that determines what kind of styling you're doing for your hair. If there is no, a lot of gap between each twist, you're going to get a much tighter curl as opposed to a natural wave like this. I mean, I'm not saying there is anything wrong with that, but for a day-to-day basis, I like to keep my curls like this. And this particular wand, I only hold my hair on it for 2 to 3 seconds. So as you can see, I'm wrapping it around and I'm just, maintaining the distance between each twist. So this distance is really important. And I, let it sit there for only 2 to 3 seconds and then I'm just gonna slightly pull my hair so the wave is as natural as possible. So I'm gonna quickly, pick some random pieces and curl my hair. The next step that what I like to do is I like to take the pieces that have highlights on them because they're actually being highlighted a lot and there is obvious difference that this is curled and this is straight. So I just take those random pieces and slightly curl them. Just pieces that are sticking out straight, I just like to take them and slightly twist them around the barrel. So pieces like these. Once I've curled all the random pieces that I want to, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to flip everything upside down. So I like to just, scrunch my hair up like this and then just, run my fingers through it. So the curls are going to get even more relaxed. And they're going to fall down even more as the day goes on. So the last step that I'm going to do now is apply some product to my hair. Since my hair is, highlighted, it's chemically treated, it can, tend to look a little bit frizzy if there's not enough hydration. So I'm going to add some oil to my hair. So this is a Moroccan oil. So I'm just going to take just a little bit on my hand, just this much. And I'm just going to spread it out on my palms and I'm going to run it through my hair just in the bottom parts. This is where hair tends to look more dry and I never take the oil up here because that way you can lose the volume and your hair might look oily. That's not what we want. So I just like to run it on the ends where it's looking dry. So that's the end of this video. I hope you guys find it helpful. And these are the steps that I follow every time I wash my hair and it hardly takes me 10 to 15 minutes. Today it took longer because I was explaining things as I was doing it, but when I'm on my own it hardly takes me 10 to 12 minutes. And I don't do this every single day. I do this only when I wash my hair in the mornings and when I wash them in the night, one less step, I don't blow dry my hair because I just let it air dry. So yeah, this particular method works really well for my hair. It might take longer depending on how much hair and how much volume you have. So that completes this video. I hope this video was helpful and you learned some tips and tricks along the way. And please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And also hit the bell so you don't miss out on any of my uploads. I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.